Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vista Ventures. I'm Caleb, and thanks for joining me. Today we're up in Tiadacton State Forest. We're doing round 3 for me on the Black Forest Trail, starting out here at Slate Run. I'm going to be hiking, be counterclockwise again. The weather is going to be beautiful. I think it's supposed to be about 60 to 70 degrees the whole time during the day, and then get down to like the mid 40s at night. Pretty low chance of rain, which is great since it's just been pouring rain here for about a week. I'm here with Jared and Paul. You guys have seen Jared on one of the other videos. This was actually going to be Paul's first backpacking trip, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a great trip, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So with that, we're going to grab the packs and get on the trail. So here, as soon as you cross over the bridge down there from Slate Run, there's a couple really nice campsites right in here, right before we start the climb up to the top of the ridge. Paul was asking as we're climbing up this little baby hill on the other side by the road. He's like, "Is this the big climb you're talking about?" So I told him to just like hold on to that thought. And it's like, well, you know, it's more this sort of a region is where the big climb's going to come. So Paul can check back with us when we get up to the top and let us know his review.
Cigarette break number 1, I'll see you there.
We're getting up to the top of the first climb, which is the smallest one. Yeah. We got probably got all these rocks stacked up here. Not sure who did all this, but I spent quite a lot of time up here. I was just telling them last time I was through here it was like in the mid 40s and raining, so this is certainly a much better weather today. You can kind of see all the rocks they got stacked up in here. Got big boy there. That took some time. And we got a real nice vista here behind us, which I'll show you in a second. You couldn't really ask for better weather for this trip. I think it's probably about the low 60s right now. I'll tell you one thing that I wasn't accounting for is the lack of foliage up here. I got leaves all over the place down at my house, but up here there's hardly any leaves at all, so I'm glad it's not any hotter than it is. So we'll have to see if that plays any sort of a negative factor in the hike. How's it going, Paul? You good back there? Paul's getting his first taste of the Tiadacton State Forest here. The old Black Forest is Black Forest Trail is famous for steep old ascents, and then fortunately once you get up to the top, some beautiful vistas. That's what we're questing for right now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's worth the price of admission. Just just down from that sweet vista right up there is this nice little spot. Like you could, you know, throw tents everywhere up in there. There's a real nice spot right here. You could throw a couple hammocks in, have your little fire there, and just walk out to the vista like 50 feet, hang out, watch the sunrise or set, whichever. This would be a real nice spot.
Not recommended for sleepwalkers.
Yes.
Sleepwalkers, be advised, this is...
It could be treacherous.
Could be.
You could stumble off the mountain.
Could be.
And that would be bad.
Yeah.
Thank you for that public service announcement, Paul.
Yeah.
It's appreciated.
Want everybody to stay safe out there. Stay safe.
Yeah, we just made it up to this. There's a really nice spring right here behind me. Pretty nice campsite here. We're just gonna pop the packs, take a 10-minute break, eat a snack. I'm getting quite hungry. I wanted to eat lunch, but they want to push out to this next vista. It's only about 2 miles away, so we'll get some snacks, replenish some calories, and then keep hammering down the trail. I just made it out here where this Algerine trail shoots off. Black Forest continues this way, which is the way we're going. But if you follow that trail out, I think it takes you out there. I think it's like 9.6 miles or something, and then it hooks up with the West Rim Trail. Goes up and does along the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon there, looking down over Pine Creek. So there's definitely all sorts of options up in this region to make some colossal loops if you're looking to just spend like 2 weeks out in the woods. So what do you think? I think it's a good spot for lunch. I think I could eat lunch here.
I can eat.
All right.
We're kind of on a slant, but no big deal.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Well, that'd be good. You just lay down.
Yeah.
How you thinking?
All right. Lunch spot it is.
Lunch spot, baby.
Paul approved.
Paul approved, baby.
My plan was just to eat 20 granola bars.
You're gonna hate yourself.
Why?
I mean, you're just gonna hate granola bars at the end of it.
I already hate granola bars.
I'm just here to suffer, really. He sits facing away from the rest.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
haven't
I
you
don't want to have any fun at all.
Haven't you ever heard, dude? I'm trying to get the blood back to my head.
How's that gonna help?
I put my feet up. I'm reclined. Honestly, this is kind of nice though, being reclined like this. Like it feels nice on my back.
It's about the last vista here for a little while. And we're gonna turn, head down in that cut right there, and we'll follow that the whole way down. Then I think it loops around a little bit, and we'll end up hiking up that mountain there on the far side, and then we'll be up there, and I think it's the last climb for the day. And then we just cruise on into camp. Second vista on this little section, right before we drop down to the stream. It's pretty nice. We've all been admiring Jared's road sandwich here. He wasn't quite hungry at lunch, so he's got like a ribs pack going on with the sandwich. Paul's taking bets. He thinks he's just gonna eat it, plastic bag and all.
It's innovative.
Yeah, I like it. I've never seen this before. Jared, you're a real innovator.
Yeah.
making our way down this rocky descent. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it rained down in here, so the rocks aren't real slick.
Always watch your step with the rocks. It takes way longer to wrap a twisted ankle than it does to take your time. Safety first.
Another public service announcement
Public
from Paul.
service announcement. Safety's third, Mike Rowe. Read it.
Excellent.
Like and subscribe.
Everyone loves a good Mike Rowe reference.
Fight number 2.
Jared's pro picnic table. Can't blame him. Stop here, get a quick snack in, and then we gotta climb up that guy right there. And that'll be the last climb of the day. Paul, care to share any public service announcements?
Stay hydrated. Stretch.
Solid.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Besides that,
Those are really the keys to success.
those are the keys to success. Another key to success: like, subscribe, comment below, comment what you want us to talk about next time we vlog.
Thank you for that, Paul.
You're
It was beautiful. All right, so we're all fueled up. Paul's back there eating his like 6th granola bar of the day.
Yeah, baby.
He's running solely on oats, like a true stallion.
Rain fed.
So we're gonna head up here, across this bridge, and then we'll turn off to the left and then start first switchback, heading up to the top of this ridge. Then once we're up there, should be pretty easy hiking the rest of the trip out to where we're gonna camp at. I think we got about six-ish miles to go probably, before we'll start looking for camp. So I figure that ought to put us in there about 6:30, which should be plenty of time for us to get camp and everything set up. All right, Paul, you've been asking for it. This is the ascent.
This is our last.
This is the final countdown here.
Final countdown, final ascent.
Final ascent for the day. We got 4.8 miles per the sign to Route 44.
That says 448 to
Well,
444.8.
Well, that would really suck if that was the case. I really hope that's not true. I don't think we brought enough food for that. So yeah, so we got 4.8, so call it 5, and then probably another mile after that. We'll be looking for camp, so we'll check back with you once we're at the top and conquer this bad boy.
See you on the other side.
So we're about the 10-mile mark if you start hiking down there from the trailhead at Slate Run. There's a real nice campsite right in here. Pretty much as soon as you get up to the top of the hill. Really large, all sorts of opportunity for tenting and hammocks. Nice fire ring. And then there's a stream right over there. A small spring with water in. It's been water in there every time I've been here. And then over across there's another pad for tents and fire ring and stuff. Well, we found this nice spot here to relax on. We're all just kind of maxing out. Paul says his joints are about to go. So we're trying to get him recovered.
Recouped.
We figure we got about 2.5 miles to go to probably where we're gonna camp. So fortunately, we're almost there. We'll probably be about 6:30 till we get there, and I think we're all really looking forward to it. Alright, we think this is going to be home for the night. I think this just probably makes the most sense. Got some really nice sitting logs and stuff. Firewood might be hard to come by, but we'll make it happen. Alright, we're going to pop the packs and get camp set up. Oh.
I said, hey, I said there's
The fact that you fell into that log. Oh my. That was awesome. So here we got Paul trying to get his hammock set up.
I'm not getting his hammock set up here.
He's on the struggle
We're not
bus.
trying to do
He's
it.
already fallen down once
Once.
out of the hammock.
I was just seeing what the ground was.
But he's getting it figured out.
Learning.
I'm so proud of him. He's come so far.
Mistakes are how you learn.
That's right.
So far.
I got a pretty decent setup over here. And then Jared's got a real nice setup over there using my War Bonnet Blackbird XLC and the Superfly tarp. So now I think I'm going to try to rummage around and find some firewood so we can have a fire tonight, and then probably have dinner because I'm starving.
Oh yeah.
I know that much. Alrighty guys, we got supper in us. Everybody had pretty good eating. Paul had buffalo chicken, and Jared had some beef stroganoff that was a little bit runnier than he wanted, but we made do. We got to a great campsite here, just shortly after crossing 44, probably half a mile or so. I got here about 6:30. I got camp and everything set up, and then got a jag of firewood here. So now we're just gonna kind of relax and enjoy ourselves. I think it was about a 16-mile day. So I'm not sure what time we'll wake up and start hiking tomorrow, but kind of depend on the weather. But I imagine we'll probably get going probably sometime around 8 o'clock or so. So that, guys, good night, and we'll see you in the morning. This is actually working like way better than I thought.
Is it the first you've done that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually I just eat it cold like a savage.
Yeah.
Raw. Nothing on it. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it would be much worse.
It's not even cold.
Well, I'm not saying that.
Paul's still not putting his Crocs in 4-wheel drive. He's just 2-wheel driving it across there.
That's what I did for the whole canoe trip. I like teal wheeled.
Oh, my stick broke.
My stick gave.
All right, we're motoring down the trail just before 9 o'clock here, heading down this section that just crisscrosses back and forth across this county line branch stream. I think it's like 17 times in a mile and a half or something like that. So I highly recommend this section when it's been raining. That oh, there we go. Look,
You got two
Look,
sticks
here's-
right here.
look, Jared found quite a big stick there for Paul. Maybe we can. I have a saw if you want to cut it and not like screw it up.
Yeah, just saw it in half and
You think?
yeah.
Pro tip.
Let's do it.
All right, so we'll get Paul squared away here with some proper trekking poles. But yeah, I'd highly recommend you have some water shoes or some water Crocs or something like that for this section of trail, because otherwise your feet are just going to be soaked the whole time. So we're going to be rocking these until we get across the last stream crossing and start our ascent. But so far so good for the day.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
I don't know how to close this,
Oh, are you going to show us how?
but I know how to open it, and I know how to use it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So, it's looking up for me. Thanks.
Jared will take care of it.
He's an engineer.
Try your other pole out. See how it's gonna feel.
Which end do you think I should use as the bottom?
I'd use that as the bottom end.
You got one stick.
Devastation. He's got one sturdy one.
Oh yeah, this is sturdy, this is good. And it's got a little ridge here for my thumb.
There you go.
You can't have it all, but you know, you take what you can get. You're out here in the wild. This is, you gotta make do. So I'll stick with one bad stick, one good stick, and we'll keep hunting out here.
There you go. All right, we made it down here to the end of the trail where it starts to climb up this bad boy across the other side, and there's a boulder scramble at the top, which I think Jared and Paul are looking forward to. So we're gonna get across here and then change into our real hiking shoes. This is a real nice area right here where the trail turns and cuts up over the hill. Lots of camping opportunities in through here. So we'll get across the stream and then start ascending this mountain in front of us. Alright, it's 12 o'clock. We just made it up to this section of vistas. I think they're called the Barrens. There's this real nice sitting rock back here behind us. So we're going to pop the packs, eat lunch quick, and then we can keep hammering down the trail. About here in another mile, we'll have another couple vistas to look at too, which we'll certainly be looking forward to after lunch. Alright, so we're diverting slightly from maybe the plan when we set out this trip here. Right after that shack back there, Black Forest goes up and shares the trail with this, I think it's Ruth Will's, like a ski trail here. We elected we're going to actually take it up and follow it up to Route 44. Paul's got his car parked up there because he's got to work tomorrow, so he's going to be bowing out when we get back to his car. He's also dealing with some hellacious blisters. Yep. Sounds like he's got like 6 more in the past 2 miles, so that's always positive. But he's powering through like a champ, dealing with the adversity. I can see the parking lot. Oh, Paul's coming back there. He can probably just see it now. He's pretty pumped. He's gonna go apparently tear up a hot fudge sundae, which has me and Jared feeling pretty jealous. Alright, so we made it back to Paul's car here. He's pretty blistered.
Pretty blistered. Feet blistered, ankles a little swollen, knees a little swollen, but my spirits are high. Great time. Love being in the outdoors. Had great guides, you know. We had good laughs. And I love adversity, you know. And it was a challenge, but that's what I came here for. So
It was a solid first backpacking trip ever for Paul. Not too many people tackle the Black Forest or any section of it straight out of the gate, so.
Black Forest BJJ Beatdown episode, or Run 1.
Run 1.
Run 1.
Next year, watch out.
Next year I'm coming back. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what your favorite clip was.
Alright, and then there were 2. It's down to me and Jared. We're turning here on Trout Run Road. Be hiking down here, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so. I think we did make the executive decision though. I think Jared's got some blisterage going on too. I might be starting to get a couple hot spots as well, so we're gonna do the old cutoff trail there. I think it's gonna save us about 3 miles. It just saves us from going down, I think it's Callahan Run down there. I've been down there, done that section 2 other times already, so I don't think it's gonna be a tremendous loss. And then we'll still be able to get up to the top of Hemlock Mountain and be able to check all that out. Then we'll drop down to Naval Run there. Then we'll either camp there or potentially push maybe up to the top of the hill. We'll see how we feel, how much daylight there is. You know the drill. So here's where the Black Forest shoots off to the right and goes that way. So we're just going to keep walking down this road, and I think bear off to the left on another road, and then that'll take us over to that like old shortcut trail or whatever. And I think that takes us 6/10 of a mile, and then we'll be back on the Black Forest. Alright, made it to the old cutoff trail. There's a small little parking area right here. So we'll follow this out, I think about 6/10 of a mile, and then that'll get us back on the Black Forest and save us about 3 miles worth of time. And just like that, as promised, back on the Black Forest. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about all the time we just saved. Now we got, I don't know, mile and a half or so. Think that we get out here to the summit of Hemlock Mountain, which I'm feeling pretty pumped up about. Alright, got the heart pounding pretty good. Climbing up the summit here of Hemlock. We're just about up. And this is a nice vista that greets you on the ascent. And there's a super nice one you'll see in just a second.
Oh yeah. Get that river in there.
Cue dramatic music. Look at that.
real nice.
I really think this is one of the top vistas I've ever seen, especially in Pennsylvania. Just tough to beat. I should also point out, immediately behind that vista is a really nice campsite right here. It's obviously dry being up here on the top of the mountain, but this would make a pretty nice hangout spot. Definitely make it work with tents or hammocks. And there's another nice vista here coming down the backside of Hemlock Mountain. Not nearly as stunning as the premier one, but still quite nice. Losing some elevation now.
More of the main trails I'm used to.
Yeah.
Down that river.
Get straight down. Beautiful waterfall when you make it down here to Naval Run. And with all the rain, it's just ripping.
Alright, we stopped. I filtered a liter of water, pounded a Propel quick. Now we're going to start this big ascent up the mountain here behind us. We're both tired. We got to pin the ears back and just make our way up there as best we can. This is the last big ascent, really for the whole trip, especially for the day. So as soon as we get up there, we'll have her about licked. And then we're going to try to get down to about the 36-mile mark and camp tonight. So wish us luck.
All right, at long last, we made it up from Naval Run. Jared thinks that might be the worst climb of the whole trip. I tend to agree with him. That was a doozy. But we finally made it up here. So now we got some pretty nice easy road walking, and then we'll get out here where the trail shoots off to the right, and then we'll drop down. I forget what the name of the stream is down there, but it's around the 36-mile mark. And we'll camp down there, and then that'll make a nice easy like 6-mile hike out tomorrow morning. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Little slate run. 1 mile. 1 mile to camp. Who's excited? Jared's pumped.
I am.
Jared's pumped. I know I'm freaking pumped. Let's go. Last mile, which always takes the longest. All right, update. Situation is we got down to the 36-mile mark and we're met with 2 full campsites, which was a real bummer. So now we're cameled up, loaded down with water, headed up to the top of yet another ascent for the day. I told Jared we'd be done. I was a liar. So here we go again. So we got to get up to seemingly the 38-mile mark. There's supposed to be a campsite up there. We'll see, who knows, could be full. If it's full, we might just like slam some food and just hike the rest of the way out and sleep in the car. I don't know what's gonna happen, so stay tuned and we'll update you as the events unfold. All right, ladies and gents, and with that, that's the last ascent for this trip. Thank God. I'm pumped because I thought that was the last ascent like 2 ascents ago. But we finally made it up here to the road. We're gonna hike out here to where there's supposedly a campsite. And that's gonna put us in like 3 miles from the car. So what I think we're gonna do is stop, probably eat our backup lunch for tomorrow, and then put on the headlamps and just bust out the last 3 miles. Get back to the car, go try to find a late night diner, and then just crush all the food we can find. So that's the plan. Wish us luck, stay tuned, see how it pans out. Alright, it's getting dark hard, but we made it back over here to this road. There's a fire ring right there. For those keeping track, right where we just came up out of, there was water there. So carrying all this up here was pointless. So at least know that that's an option. So we're gonna pop packs right here and eat our lunch for tomorrow. And then put the headlamps on, it'll be good and dark by then, and then hammer out the last couple miles of this trail. Alright, hopefully you'll be able to see this. Came to the intersection with the Old Mountain Road here, which goes that way, Old Mountain Trail, which could take that. But I think this Foster Hollow Camp Road looks a little bit shorter. So we're going to take it and see how it pans out for us. Hopefully good. There she is. Hot diggity dog. All right. Night hike rendezvous was a success. We're back on the Black Forest. All right, perfect. Just what we needed. So now, I don't even know how many miles we got left. Could be 2, could be 4, could be a climb, who knows. We'll just take it as it comes. Well, we've truly begun our descent, heading down towards this last vista, which of course we won't be able to see anything, but more importantly, means we're getting very close to the car. And an end to quite a marathon day. Paul was home, tucked in bed,
We're still hiking.
full of pizza. We're still hiking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we made it back to the road. Against all odds. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Alrighty guys, that wraps this one up. Made it back to the car about 10:03. Jared and I are freaking whooped. Barely could get everything in the car, and just waiting for our legs and everything to lock up. But nevertheless, I think that was a hell of a good trip. Had a great time. Really pushed ourselves to go above and beyond what I had ever imagined that we would do. And then got to spend some time with some great friends, so it was quite the adventure. And I highly recommend the Black Forest Trail to anybody looking for a high quality adventure. So that, guys, as always, get outdoors, have fun, and embrace the uphill. Till next time, this is Vista Ventures.